What is going on, Thumbthumbs? This is Swamperts bringing you guys week 3 of the LDL Season 8. Us, the Salt Lake City Swamperts, are going to be taking on the Utah Valley Talonflame. It's the battle of the Utah teams, and Coach Jordan, aka our VGC hosting partner in crime. This was a fun battle all around. I definitely wanted to get my revenge on Jordan for sniping me on my Mega Glalie pick, which literally almost ruined my entire draft this season. So we definitely had to come in guns blazing. You guys have seen the announcement for our trade for week 2. We did end up dropping our Halucha for Nihilego, which is making its debut in this battle, so I'm very happy to have Nihilego. It really balances out our team. Really excited to have it. Does give us a double poison type, which I really like. Guaranteed toxics are always so nice. But other than that, we do have Snorlax here with a very special defensive set. It is our special defensive tank this week with leftovers. We have Weavile Choice Banded. We have a Choice Specs Primarina, a Weakness Policy Dragon Dancing Dragonite, and a fully physically defensive Tangela to combat the ever so impressive Garchomp. So very excited for this battle, but let's go ahead and just jump right into this battle. Like I said, Jordan and I always have fun when we battle. I think we're pretty even as far as win to losses to each other. So it's always fun battling Jordan. He always comes up with some crazy sets and actually goes a little ham with some things, so it's very cool. But he's going to go ahead and start off with Zapdos here. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Nihilego and have her, my little squishy, make her debut. Very powerful lead. I almost wanted to lead something else. I think it was the Weavile, but thinking that Zapdos might come in, I knew I had a safe lead with Nihilego. But he's going to go ahead and swap out right out into Garchomp as I go for the Stealth Rock. That's where I'm going to be setting up rocks with Nihilego, and boy do they come in handy this match, you guys. So not wanting to take anything from knowing that I could actually live one with the Focus Sash, I'm going to go ahead and stay in and have him bring me down to Sashes. He goes for the Outrage! As I go for the Dazzling Gleam, which lowers him down to below 50%, which I really like. But seeing that he outsped me, I knew immediately that he was Choice Scarf, so it was perfectly fine. Being locked in the Outrage as well, I was able to get a very safe switch into this Primarina. He does get the 2-turn Confusion. If he would have had 3 turns, that would have been phenomenal, and we would have been able to knock out this Garchomp. But nonetheless, I had a very safe Scald here, Scald or Ice Beam. I decided to go for Scald because it just hit everything a little bit better than Ice Beam did. So Zapdos comes in, takes rocks damage. We go for that Scald, and baby, a Specs Modest Primarina does the work, as you guys do see. But with Zapdos coming in, I figured Jordan would want to predict me to swap out and go for the Defog, so I went ahead and stayed in, as he actually just goes for the Discharge all around and does a good chunk of damage to our Primarina, does paralyze us. And I'm thinking, please don't get paralyzed here. Let us go ahead and get this Scald off, and baby, we do. We got one of his Defoggers out of the way, the other one being the Togekiss. So I'm praying Togekiss does not have the defog, so we can go ahead and continue to do such great damage against this team, as we do see Glalie come in, takes 25% from that. I'm going to go ahead and swap out because I think Primarina still has a lot of viability this match. So Big Mama comes in. Even though she's specially defensive, she is thick fat, which means she eats up all the hits all day, baby. So Mega Glalie comes in, and it pains me to have to go against the Mega Glalie, as it does go for the Double Edge here. So very standard set on this Glalie, it seems. But as you see, we are eating that up all day, allowing the Glalie to take more recoil damage. And with the rocks, that definitely adds up over time, for sure. I have a very safe move here. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. He's going to go right out into Girder. Like, I knew this thing was coming in from the very beginning. I knew that Girder was going to be that main swap in for Snorlax, so I went out directly out into Popo Jr. If we're physically defensive, I can go ahead and knock him off with his Eviolite. And surprisingly, that's what were able to outspeed, and that's what Jordan decided to do to me as well. So I knocked off his Eviolite. He's going to go ahead and knock off my Eviolite. The only thing is I'm still very physically defensive. Tangela is a beast when it comes to physical defense, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that Leech Seed, start to wear him down. I don't want to Toxic him. I don't want to activate Guts. So he's going to go ahead and go for the bulk up here. So I'm thinking, okay, +1 attack, +1 defense. I still have Giga Drain to hit him on the special side. That's good. And I have Leech Life. I can wear this thing down so much faster, even if he has Ice Punch or Fire Punch. So I'm sitting pretty good right now. I'm at max health. I'm gonna go for that Giga Drain. We still be outspeeding. That's a beautiful 2-shot. It's a beautiful 2-shot. He's gonna go for the bulk up once again, get to +2/+2. I'm fine. I'm sitting pretty darn good right here. I can knock him out after the Mach Punch that comes up here, because I know it's going to be Mach Punch just to get some damage off. So Mach Punch does off. We're still living that even without the Eviolite. Can you imagine the damage that would have been there with the Eviolite? So we're going to go for the Giga Drain. Knockout Girder, probably one of the mons I honestly feared the most for our team, with things like Weavile, our Nihilego and all that stuff. So Togekiss comes in. I'm thinking, okay, please don't have that Defog, baby. Please don't have that Defog. Go for the Nasty Plot, because I'm predicting you to have Nasty Plot. And he does go for Nasty Plot. I actually was able to predict that quite well. I'm like, okay, this is my special defensive mon. Hopefully we will be able to go ahead and put in some work. Big Mama can at least live a couple Air Slash. I'm praying that we don't get flinched. I'm praying we don't get flinched. Here comes the Air Slash. Serene Grace. Does it affect us? And it doesn't. And baby, we got the Toxic off on the Togekiss. I felt so good about that play. It mattered so much. Being able to break through and land the Toxic helped us out so much, because now this very offensive threat with Togekiss won't be able to do much to us in the long run after a couple turns. I can definitely stall this down if he wants to go for more Air Slashes, which he does. And if I break through once, I can Rock Slide and get this thing off the field. Unfortunately, he does get the flinch the next turn, and Big Mama will be going down next turn. But regardless, Big Mama came in. It took care of... It literally took care of such a huge threat, being that Togekiss. I'm very excited. The only thing that now really stands in our way on the special side is going to be that Heatran, which is a little bit problematic, I'm not going to lie, but I do feel like I have the right mons necessary, like Low Kick on Weavile, like Earthquake on Dragonite, to take care of it. So I'm going to go ahead and go out into my Squishy, guarantee that I outspeed and kill this thing. I'm going to just go for the safe Power Gem. I wish I would have looked at my calcs my stats a little bit better and made our speed just barely 1 point higher than our special attack, so we would have gotten the speed boost, because if we have gotten the speed boost, we would have honestly swept, I think. But Garchomp comes in. We know it's going to be Scarf. I can safely go out into Tangela. Tangela, even without his Eviolite, can bulk hits out for days with this Garchomp. A little bit scared, though, because we do, I was about to say Outrage almost 2-shots, or did 2-shot, but he goes for the Stone Edge, surprisingly. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? This is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and get a safe Leech Seed off. I know exactly what's coming in, which is going to be that Heatran. So let's go ahead and get that Leech Seed off. I am loving Tangela, you guys. Tangela, I am loving so much. I'm thinking I want to draft it every single season, like alongside Snorlax. But no, we do see how much damage that Leech Seed does take from the Heatran, which I'm very excited about. And so I'm thinking, okay, not a lot of Pokemon can really want to swap in. Primarina, I mean, it served its purpose, I feel. Primarina isn't really needed for much more. He's going to go for the Magma Storm, surprisingly, and trap us in, which I'm perfectly fine with, as we do see that Magma Storm does do a lot of damage to us. We do get the Leech Seed damage off on the Heatran, but with that Magma Storm damage, it does put us back to the 22 HP that you do see. So regardless, you know, Primarina helped us take out Zapdos. I'm perfectly fine sacking it off, because I have 2 wonderful switch-ins with my Dragonite and my Weavile to take this thing down. I did not want to chance anything with Weavile, so I went safely out into Mailman, our Snorlax, our Dragonite, who has finally made his season debut week 3. Our first choice, he's here week 3. But I went for the safe Earthquake just to go ahead and knock it out. Very reliable swap in. With the Choice Scarf, though, the Outrage, I knew that Garchomp could kill Dragonite even with the Multiscale, and it's the same thing for the Ice Shard here, or the Double Edge here with, what's it called? The Glalie. So I went out and swept right into Popo Jr. We were eating up hits for days, baby. I mean, look at this damage. It takes us all the way down to 4. We are eating that up, and the recoil takes him out. Tell me that Popo Jr. would not have been able to eat that up better, or amazingly, with that, what's it called? With that Eviolite. But, you know, it's perfectly fine. He's going to lock himself into Outrage, Choice Scarf. But we do have the Ice Shard on Weavile. I'm going to let Popo Jr. go down safely. Popo Jr. did its damn job. Popo Jr. is the MVP of this match. I'm saying it right now. But we go right out into Weavile, and we're just going to go ahead, Ice Shard this Garchomp, and allow us to take the 3-0 victory over the Utah Valley Talonflame. It was a good game against Jordan. Definitely some close calls there with like the Air Slash Toxic and the Zapdos for sure. I could have gotten paralyzed that next turn in. You know, we would have been in a worse spot for sure. But nonetheless, you took my Mega. I had to come out with the fists, with the fisticuffs. But good game to Jordan. Salt Lake City Swamperts are now 2-1. Very, very exciting. But next week, you guys, next week, for this next battle, it is the Battle of Champions. The Salt Lake City Swamperts are going to be taking on Isaac. If you guys don't know who Isaac is, that is Blazing Squid's little brother. We've had our runs in the past. He's played in the early seasons of the LDL, but he is back now after winning the EVO Season 2, which is like the D-League of LDL. So the Miami Mianectric are coming for us. And some shade and some big words have been thrown around, so it's going to be an exciting battle. But if you guys are excited for what's to come, and hopefully next week we should be having our cap card, definitely leave a like down below. If you are new here, please subscribe as I post Pokemon content like this, as well as Soul Link with Squid all the time. But I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Thumbbrother 2, and I'll see you in the next one.